The hotel is an incredible blank canvas. You could wake up in your suite next to a Bruce McLean artwork and then come and have your coffee and see one of the foremost emerging artists' works on the wall as you have breakfast. I am Lily Ackerman and I'm the art curator at 45 Park Lane. What's so special about the art at 45 Park Lane is that each guest has a unique experience, so each floor has a different artist. Each room has a different take on that artist's practice, from Joe Tilson to Peter Blake to Bruce McLean through to Christian Furr. So lots of the artwork at 45 Park Lane in the rooms and suites and penthouse are either commissioned pieces or series that are made specifically for the hotel. So some of those are collage, some of those are silkscreen, but every single one has been either created for or embellished for the space. I want guests to feel excited and inspired, because what they're seeing and experiencing is incredible creativity and so much thought and work and passion, and it's the output of people's lives, and it's an incredible privilege to be able to showcase that and to experience it and to have access to it, and then maybe meet the artist, go to their studios, come to a private view, speak to an artist's family maybe who have supported them. I mean, that's a huge privilege and unbelievable kind of angle to get on the art world, especially in London. We work with London artists frequently. It could be something, a conversation or a relationship that's developed through a local art studio visit. When, you know, PAD and Freeze and significant events are happening in London, lots of the guests will want insights, discussions with artists, and that's something that we often do at the hotel. Choosing the artist here is really fun. It's very involved. There's a lot of research into it. It's a lot of word of mouth. It's a lot of community. So lots of the artists who are originally in the rooms and suites here introduce us to people. It's through galleries, it's through museums. Some of it's interested in trend-led artists. It might be looking at different mediums or media or how we want to structure the year. But we always come back to wanting to bring something different and engaging into the space. I think art curation and luxury hospitality is a link that's getting stronger and stronger. I feel like in a very saturated arts and interiors world, having a voice of guidance and a relationship around that is paramount. When you go to a new city as well, like there's so much information. Like, you do need someone to like whittle it down. It's about like who you look to culturally to tell you that. And I think people are looking less to institutions and less to commercial galleries and more to independence. The role of the curator in that is to be able to understand all those nuances and then guide guests in the right direction. So I think 45 Park Lane is and has been ahead of its time in terms of using spaces that are outside the existing gallery model. And there's a shift in how artists and galleries are displaying and exhibiting their works. And that's something that 45 Park Lane has been at the forefront of, and is a very interesting shift within the art world more generally. And previously, where very, very established artists or galleries might have been reserved about exhibiting in specific spaces, we're now finding that that's really, really changed, and that people are completely seeing the value and the opportunity of showcasing works somewhere with the heritage and the prestige and the care and the community that we have at 45 Park Lane. So a really exciting thing about my role at 45 Park Lane is going to the studios, seeing how they work, seeing their practice, and then visualising how that work will look in such a different environment. And that's something that's built up through years and years of understanding how the art market and the art world operates within a city. It's about connecting with the artist, it's about understanding their practice, it's about building relationships, and having that meaningful interaction is something that underpins everything to do with the art programme here. The architecture and the interior design here also lends itself incredibly well to actually showcase a really broad array of artists. It's incredible how such different media looks here. So you've got such scope to play with scale, to play with light, and it's really an incredible opportunity for artists to go really big and ambitious with their works, when not many places could really accommodate that. I'm really excited with the art market in general is moving away from, I think, hyper commercialism and more towards this genuine interaction and care. And I feel like that's something that 45 Park Lane has spearheaded and is coming back round full circle for collectors to actually want to have meaningful engagement with the artists. And that's something that we champion. I know people's careers have been completely changed. Their ability to practice art full time has come off the back of an exhibition here where they've had the recognition, their talent has been seen. It's a world shaper for lots of artists, and also it's a place where organic conversations happen and creativity is exchanged, and that's a wonderful thing. It's a privilege to have a hand in people's careers and lives, because that's what it is, and to be able to bring them to 45 Park Lane and work with them to create something. As an artist, it's an incredibly difficult profession and livelihood to sustain, and to be part of that in a positive way is really important. And for guests to be part of that, for guests to be part of an artist's journey in a meaningful way is an incredible thing to bring into one's life. The access and the insight into practicing artists in London today is absolutely unparalleled here. You could come to a private view and meet the artist or family, you could meet their tutors, you could meet their gallerists. Oftentimes I'll introduce a guest to an artist or to an artist's estate. They might end up doing a studio visit, they could then spark their own relationship. There have been millions of conversations and collaborations that have come out of chance encounters, meetings. It's that access and that view on London art world and the arts community, both in the UK and beyond. I'd like the legacy of the art programme to be one of thought leadership, of continuity, of evolution, and of championing artists, and also giving guests and visitors the opportunity to have insight into creative worlds.